Jay here for Stretford, Paddock, and this is a video called How United Will Line Up with Cristiano Ronaldo in the starting 11.
With all the trophies, bruv. With all, you know, at the end of the season, when they're going to be lined up, I think Rashford and all them lads are going to be at the back. Then Solskjaer is going to be in the middle, and all the trophies are going to be at the front. That's how we're lining up.
Are we having like high fives and tellies like we used to in the 80s?
Yeah, and that as well. We don't mind though, because all the trophies.
All the trophies will be there, so who cares? Joining me is John Smith.
Hello. Or Joe McGrath, but if you look completely different.
Joe McSmith.
I only do like 12 videos a day with you.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
And
Joseph Smith.
Yeah, me, Jay Spearing, and Adam McCullough. How are you?
Mr. McCullough, how are we doing?
Jay Buford.
Yeah, right.
Bufford.
Right, all right. I got it wrong, almost. So we know Ronaldo's here. He's coming, but how is he going to line up? How's the team going to line up around him? Is it all about Ronaldo? Or does
the way that TV set up, it looks like he's
how he had it earlier and just have Ronaldo as a number 9.
Him.
We're going to get into all that. We'll start from the back and then we'll work our way forward. You're so puerile, honestly.
We're voting on a 2-to-1 system here.
Yes.
Okay.
So we either agree or disagree.
Yeah.
But it's
so
majority.
My vote counts double.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. So in goal,
David De Gea.
You know what? For the sake of not knowing what the fuck is going on with Dean Henderson, I'll agree with that.
Right.
Because if Dean Henderson's got long COVID, who knows what's going on?
He's got long COVID piles.
Wait a minute. You was Mr. Tom Heat 1 or whatever it was you calling him.
I said that's a possibility.
No, you didn't.
No,
You
mate.
bet.
You
Freddie quid, 50 quid. Tell me it'll be our number one
You've been
back.
banging on about it for a month, and now all of a sudden, Dean Henderson, David De Gea has one good game, and you're like, David De Gea, I love him. I've always loved you, Dave.
I have always loved him.
I know you have, to be fair.
And secondly, he's back.
Right.
I didn't know he was going to be back.
Okay. After the Wolves game,
did you see his face when he was talking with Pogba after the game?
It was the Southampton game as well, wasn't it? He did that.
Saved us a point there.
And then,
see, I would prefer Dean Henderson, but I think I'm going to save my battle for later on. I'm going to save my battle for later on.
Because if you prefer Dean Henderson, why not go with Dean
But again,
there are some
long-term uncertainties around Dean Henderson.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Who is the best goalkeeper at Manchester United right now?
Right now, David De Gea, obviously.
All right, cool. Let's move on.
Right, so we're going with David De Gea then?
Yeah.
Right, fine. Should we go left to right? Start left back, Luke Shaw. Let's not discuss it. Let's move on. There's no point in being silly.
Say it with me, 3-2-1.
Alex
Luke Shaw. 2-1. Next up, say it with me, 3-2-1. Harry Maguire. Next up, Rafael Varane. Say it with me, 3-2-1. Rafael Varane.
Everybody.
Say it with me, 3-2-1. Wan-Bissaka. Right, midfield.
There you go.
The defence is sorted.
So we got Eric Bailly, Alex Tellez,
Phil Jones.
Varane and Phil Jones.
Diogo Dalot.
Are we lining up here? Are we going 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3?
I think from what we've seen so far, it's been 4-2-3-1. I think we go with that.
I mean, if we go with a 4-2-3-1 and 4-3-3, we're probably still playing the same players anyway.
Okay.
So, in it?
Yeah.
I think it's slightly different from me.
Okay.
Right. Who's your first midfielder? Whether that's 4-3-3 and a holding midfielder or 4-2-3-1.
Are we saying 4-2-3-1?
Let's say 4-2-3-1 for the sake of argument. 4-2-3-1 then. Who's your first midfielder? Well, actually, no. We need to work out how we're going to line up tactically.
In a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, I would feel more obliged and comfortable going with McTominay.
I think we go 4-3-3. I do.
We did the other day.
Yeah, I think as well we will
basically
with Ole with Ronaldo.
And you got to remember that Varane helps things.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're going 4-3-3, that changed my suggestions.
Yeah.
Scott McTominay.
I'm with you both. I think it's not ideal, but of the options we've got, he's probably the best.
Can I say a weird thing?
Of course you can.
I actually think Fred is better at the role than Scott, but I feel more confident that Scott won't make like a
clanger
catastrophic error.
Do you know what? Sometimes in that role, you need someone who's just maybe going to drop 6.5 and 7s out of 10s consistently than a 4 and a 3 and maybe a 9 and an 8 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like Fred for me seemed more liable to cost you the odd game. Where McTominay won't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying McTominay's going to set the world alight in that position because it's not probably his preferred position, but I just feel he's more sort of stable.
Yeah.
So I understand what you mean with that one. So yeah, Scott McTominay. So the two midfielders
alongside
him or just in front of him, shall we say? Are we just being like Bruno?
Andres Pereira and Wamata.
Sorted. I'm glad you said that. I thought we were going to have a debate, but madness. No, is it just Bruno and Pogba?
It is. And here's what I will say. If it was a 4-2-3-1, I would have gone Fred and McTominay.
Right, okay.
And I would have had to have made a really difficult decision. on that left-hand side.
Right.
But if you're going 4-3-3, I'll go McTominay, Pogba, and Fred.
I think he might.
Bruno.
McTominay, Pogba, and Fred.
McTominay, Pogba, and Bruno.
McTominay, Pogba, and Fred. Right. So McTominay, Pogba, Bruno. Yeah. That's your 3 midfielders. Yeah. Happy? Right.
Yeah.
The left hand. This is where it gets tricky because we've got like 6 options here for 3 positions.
Yeah.
Left hand side of the attack. Who's playing?
Marcus Rashford.
I'm saying Marcus.
Same.
I love Marcus.
When he's fit,
You could also go Sancho or Marshall, very comfortably.
You could, and to be honest with you, we will.
And
Ollie will play different.
They're all
players
good
there.
choices.
I don't think you'll expect Marcus Rashford to be running to the ground this season.
Like even when you think of Martial's poor games over the last 12 months, some of his better games have come from that position, like City.
I mean,
at the Etihad.
You know my thoughts on Marcus.
Even when he came on the other day
against
he was
Wolves.
holding the ball well, and so his best. We're actually spoilt for choice, and that's the good thing. You've got on the left Rashford or Marshall. I know Sancho can play there as well. On the right, Sancho or Greenwood. Then you got Ronaldo or Cavani. Oh.
Well, should we move on to the right?
Right, so we've all said Rashford then, but obviously we know that it can change. We'll say let's say this is,
Like against Newcastle, I'm going Marshall.
Yeah. Right. Okay, let's say this is the FA Cup final or whatever.
It's
Marshall.
Rashford, isn't it? It's Rashford.
Right. Just we've agreed on Rashford. Let's not. We've got it out.
2 to 1,
Let's
whatever.
Let's not let him keep saying
Rashford,
Andy Marshall because he'll convince
Rashford.
himself. Rashford. Right. Ronnie, number 9.
Oh, we're going through the middle, yeah?
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
Ronaldo,
right.
number 9.
Ronaldo.
Yeah. Easy.
It
No
is,
question. No question.
He's not come here to sit on the bench, has he?
He's also our best striker. It's not like, he's Cavani.
How do you
he's
think
better
we'll
than
go
Cavani.
with
He always has
Ronaldo?
been.
Because, look, he's a fit lad. We all know that in more ways than one. But he's also older.
Yeah.
Do you see him, like, for example, one of my mates wants to get tickets for the West Ham game today, and he's like, is Ronnie going to play?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just spat on you. He's like, is Ronnie going to play?
Which West Ham game? The Carabao Cup?
Yeah. And he's like, I'm like,
No.
I don't think so, bro.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's like, do you think he will play every game?
No.
Like, or
He
what?
played-
So how do you think
I
the
think it was
situation will
44
go?
games he played for Juve last season, and presumably they played more than that.
Was that every league game plus Champions League he
Something
played?
like that.
I'd imagine, innit?
So I'm not sure the exact breakdown of it, but it's
He's
44
not gonna
games.
play in the Carabao Cup, is he?
Yeah, and for instance,
Wow.
Bruno played, I think it was 55 games or something for United. So there's a disparity there. A bit of injury here and there, maybe resting here and there. But he plays a lot of games,
He's going to
Ronaldo, because
smash the Champions
Ronaldo
League.
wants 1,000 career goals. We all know that. Ronaldo wants to be the greatest of all time. He doesn't want to miss games, miss minutes. You see it in a lot of sports. The best players who are going for those all-time numbers, even as they get older, insist on playing as much as they can because he wants to get 30 league goals this season. He wants to get 40 goals in all competitions because he wants to be
win
the
a
best
Ballon
ever.
d'Or again.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Do you
saying.
remember when Fergie subbed him towards the end of his time? I think it was the last game at Old Trafford, and he spat his dummy out and started throwing things on the bench.
I like that.
Yeah, because he wanted to carry on.
Exactly.
I like players
that's,
like
that's
that.
his
Yeah,
mentality,
Fergie
and
said that
that's,
afterwards.
and
He
that's
said, "I'm
still
glad
his
I won't play as
mentality.
hard, I want to
Yeah.
play." And nothing's changed. Like you said, Joe, he wants to go for those records. So whilst I don't go to the point where he'll
I
play
know
the
this is
Carabao
off the
Cup,
topic. Rooney's record.
what is that? Is that 2?
He's about 100 odd goals away.
He's
from
not
it.
going to get it.
I think it's
He's
2.
got
We've
140
got him on a
goals.
2+1.
He's not going to
contract.
get 130 goals or 140 goals in 2 years.
It's possible he could get 100 goals in 3 years.
Yeah, that's possible.
And it's also possible he's ridiculously
But he will be 39
got ridiculous
then.
longevity.
What, play into his mid-40s?
I'm glad we're
He's
keeping
not-
this reasonable.
He's
with our
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's
expectations
not
here.
Stanley Matthews. He ain't
Right.
breaking Rooney's record.
He is.
He's playing at number 9, though.
I'd fucking tell you. He
Should we
is.
move on to that right
I
hand
He's
tell
side?
you,
gonna break
who
Rooney's
is
record.
breaking Rooney's record.
Yeah.
Mason Greenwood.
No, but listen, he's going to break Rooney's record.
No, he's not.
Do you know, bro?
What,
Do you know what's going to happen? Yeah?
what
He's
has
going to
this
score
become?
like 35 goals this season. Then he's going to score like 35 next season. Then he's going to go, hold on a minute.
Hold on
I'm
a
not
minute.
leaving until I've got this record. I'm already Real Madrid's greatest goal scorer. Now I'm going to be Manchester United. Imagine
Interesting.
that.
I hope, right, you're right, and this video gets rammed down my throat, but I think he won't get anywhere near it.
Not the only
I
thing
think he
that's
won't get
rammed down
200
your
goals for
throat.
With
United.
a bit of love.
Should we move on to the right hand side?
Yes.
So what are the options here?
Filth. Adam McCullough.
The main
You're
options
filth.
here are Mason Greenwood, Jadon Sancho.
Yep.
I'm going to say Mason Greenwood.
If this makes
Ahmed
any
Diallo.
sense, because I love Mason Greenwood, and I genuinely think he could be our greatest ever goal scorer, but I think he needs more games down the middle, so I think he's going to come in as an option down the middle.
I agree.
So I'm going to go Jadon Sancho.
Yeah,
Jadon Sancho, and that's not a criticism.
You know why?
of Mason Greenwood.
If I'm going to drop anyone out that front three for Greenwood, it's Rashford.
No.
No, but it is.
Well, you think Sancho's better than Rashford?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
As a winger, yeah.
No.
So who have you gone with then?
I don't
on the
see
right?
It. I've gone with the same. I agree with you, but I'm just
Sancho,
saying,
yeah.
if I'm trying to put Greenwood in the team,
Yeah.
I think
he's going on the right and Sancho's going on the left.
I think Marcus Rashford's game is much more suited to the Premier League than Jadon Sancho's is. He's quicker.
I can imagine
he's more
Ronaldo wanting to
explosive.
kill Rashford sometimes.
I can imagine that. Don't no question about that. But Marcus Rashford is proven in the Premier League over multiple years. He was United's second highest goal scorer, second highest assist.
If you're
going to
have Ronaldo in the middle, you can't have. You need to have a creator in those wider positions.
I know that Marcus Rashford.
And if you put Greenwood in the team, and you put Rashford and Greenwood, then you've just got 3 guys looking to score.
I think there's an element
and
as well.
we're back in where we were
I
last
think
year.
there's a couple of things like Rashford does create chances for, I think his assists.
Yeah, what is it, 12 assists, 11 assists?
Something very impressive. But I expect he might have to adapt a little bit if Ronnie's in the team. It's like, come on.
That's fine.
Do you know what I mean? It's Cristiano Ronaldo down the middle there. Also, as well, I think that while Jadon Sancho had a fantastic time at Dortmund and 73 million quid, if Marcus Rashford was on the market now, it'd be worth a lot more.
And also, you don't think
So
Marcus Rashford at Dortmund would have got similar to Sancho's numbers?
Yeah. And
I'm putting if Greenwood plays, is out.
But that
I'm not playing Greenwood, I'm playing Sancho.
But also, that doesn't mean that Jadon Sancho's never in the team.
No, I know.
He gets games at the 10, he gets games at the 11. I think our strongest 11 at the moment, obviously Rashford isn't available at the moment, but the last games we've seen of these players, Marcus Rashford, we know what he can do for Manchester United. I'm not certain that Jadon Sancho can do what in form, out of injury, Marcus Rashford can do.
I think you're thinking...
And Mason Greenwood's goal scoring is better than either of them.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
And that's a fair position to look at it from. I'm thinking tactically what we need.
I'm not...
And what works better outside. And if you've got Ronaldo in the middle of the box and you've got Rashford running into defenders and trying to beat them and do 2, 3, 4, 5 tricks... Like it's like Rude and fucking Ronaldo all over again.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Oh mate, don't adjust.
I'm not saying that they won't fall out with each other. Would be frustrating.
I think it can work.
So,
I do. I think that's why I've said Marcus on the left, Ronnie in the middle, and Jadon Sancho on the right.
So to put your question back to you, then, are you saying that Mason Greenwood isn't currently one of our best players and doesn't deserve to start? He's got 9 goals in his last 11 games for United.
Well, if I was going to pick a game. This is my consistent 11. If I was picking the next game and Rashford's just back, I'm not forcing Rashford into the team.
No, but I mean, let's say they're all fit and they're all on sort of, Rashford's on his form from last season, Jadon's on his form from...
Is because Greenwood is younger, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, you've got to be able to put him in, take him out, put him in a team, take him out. And I do think there'll be a time in this season where he has a...
Yeah, of course, I agree with that.
I just think as well, playing him on the right last season was detrimental to him a lot of the time. He went like 6 months without a goal. He was sort of forced to play
where he scored from the other day.
I know, but... He is a striker. We know he's a striker. Come on, like
he's
playing there because we didn't have a right winger.
He's great in terms of from the middle he'll pull people out wide and he'll spin out and his running's really good, but with his back to goal. And I think sometimes playing out wide, especially with the ability to use both feet, I think it's okay out there because he'll send geezers to the shot and he'll get a shot away. I think it might have crossed the other one against Wolves. It might have been a cross. I don't know. It's hard to tell with him, but it's like. It's gone in, and he's from a wider position.
I think he was shooting me.
So I think he was shooting as well.
Yeah.
Because he did the exact same thing from the other
side. But
side.
it was going wide before the keeper hit it. That's why I'm not.
Yeah, it was.
But you saw in the first half as well. He was
on his left foot.
And also, like going back to the Leeds game, he's almost on the left when he gets it. Well, he's on the left, and the angle's so tight. So I get where you're coming on from about the fact he can score when he's wide. I'm not saying he can't. I just think he is a 9. That's where he's going to end up.
But I just feel we haven't mentioned Cavani. It's mad.
I know. Well, this is the thing I was going to say. You're going to rotate and run it. Where's Cavani in this? Is it in this scenario? Did he mix it up a bit? Is Greenwood maybe coming in for Sancho? Coming in for Rashford?
I think Cavani's going to get tons of appearances off the bench.
But you got,
I think, tons of appearances in Carabao, maybe early rounds of the FA Cup.
Weird, isn't it? Like talking about Edinson Cavani, one of the greatest goal scorers of the last 10 years. I'm talking about him playing in the Carabao Cup and the.
It's all right. We've got a good team.
I know. It's just
quadruple.
You get plenty of Premier League games as well.
Also, you've got to manage both of these because you've got a 19-year-old. A 34-year-old and a 36-year-old.
And also,
I wouldn't be surprised if Cavani goes in January.
So you're not going to get like they're going to need rotation.
And also, you look at Ronaldo's heat map from last season. He drifts over to the left a hell of a lot. Yeah. I don't think it would be out of the question to start him on the left, Cavani down the middle, and then one of Sancho or Greenwood on the right. I think we may see the sort of left wing, but inside forward that Ronaldo likes to play on that left hand side. I think we could see him both start occasionally.
He's a player's player as well, isn't he, Cavani?
Yeah.
Look at the players he's played alongside, where he's played, like, for want of a better expression, second fiddle. To the likes of Diego Forlan for Uruguay, or to
Suarez for Uruguay as well,
and for like the likes of Neymar.
He did get a bit spiky at PSG.
Yeah, he did, but he seems to be someone who can do that and not get his nose put out joint and sort of bring the best out of other players.
So what we're saying then, final position, right hand side, 2 versus 1, Jadon Sancho.
Is that it? You outvoted?
Yeah. So there's the team then. You can see it there in full on the screen.
So what is it? David De Gea in goal.
Yeah. Right, we're running through it. David De Gea in goal. Left back, Luke Shaw. Left side, centre back, Harry Maguire. Rafael Varane, the other centre back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, right back. We've gone 4-3-3. We've got Scott McTominay in there. We've got Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba. In fact, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. We've got Marcus Rashford. Some lad called Cristiano Ronaldo. We'll give him a chance. And on the right, we've gone with Jadon Sancho. That could all change, apart from maybe the defence.
Why does that have to be an international break, man? I just want the picture now of him in training with like Rashford and Greenwood and Marshall and everyone around him just looking at him like, God, do the raw. Do the score.
Fantastic.
So yes, that's our 11 with Cristiano Ronaldo in it. Let us know yours. Get involved in the comments. What would you do differently? How do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to set up Manchester United with possibly the greatest player of all time leading the attack? That's been Joe Smith. Where can people find you?
Joe Smith 93 on Instagram and Twitter.
Sorry, I spoke over then because he distracted me with Danny Welbeck talk. Say it again, please.
Joe Smith 93 on Instagram and Twitter.
Where can people find you, Mr. Record-breaking podcaster and all that?
Oh yeah, got a new podcast as well, Macaulay and Rory podcast. But also check out the Paddock podcast when they can be bothered to put the audio up.
Also check out the merchandise we've got as well. We've got all the sort of stuff. We've got the stuff we're wearing, not just Bruno Fernandes stuff.
I also made a new Mason Greenwood design.
Mason Greenwood.
Go check that out.
Oh man, go check it out. Don't forget as well to like, share and subscribe. I've been Jay Marty. Thanks for watching.